Hello everyone. In this particular video, we are going to see how to calculate norm of a vector which have complex elements. So in other words, we can say that we want to find the norm of the vectors which are defined in a complex plane. So we will start again with the norm of vectors in two-dimensional real plane. So this is how we have done in the earlier lecture, where we have defined two vectors. One was a column vector and other was a row vector, v1 and v2, and we have calculated their norm. So in this particular demonstration we are using norm v1. So this by default calculates the second norm or the two norm of the vector. If nothing is mentioned, it is going to calculate the two norm of the vector. So this part is of no use, so we will comment it out and we will just run this section. When we run this section, we see that we have the two vectors. First one is a column vector 3, 5. Second one is a row vector 3 and 5. Since both the elements are same in the vectors, therefore their norm is going to be the same. So norm of v1 is 5.8310, norm of v2 is 5.8310. So the norm is the same. Now we extend the same thing to the vectors which are in the complex domain. So here we are taking two vectors which are in complex domain and they are in three-dimensional complex domain or complex space, better to say. That means that all the elements in these vectors are complex in nature. So if we so first of all, what we will do is we will clear the command window, and then what we will do is we will remove the semicolon so that we can see the vectors. So we will do this. Now when I evaluate this selection, we get this vector. So this is a column vector and the elements are 2 plus 3i, 1 plus 0i, so it is basically a real number, 3 plus 2i. Okay, and we will evaluate the second vector. Now we can see that this vector is a row vector, but it has the same elements as the above column vector. So again we will cross verify that the norm for both the vectors is going to be the same because the elements are same in both the vectors. So this is how we calculated the norm. So in this case we are only calculating the two norm because we are not giving any option, like if I change it and make it norm v7 2 and then evaluate it, it is going to be the same. So this is how we find the norm of a vector which has complex elements in it, and there is no difference between evaluating the norm of a vector having complex elements or having real elements. The process is the same and the command is the same. So that's it for today. Thank you.